While browsing some comments for my recent video, I saw a debate about whether Hitman Blood Money is better than the latest Hitman games. While opinions vary, it got me thinking about what makes Blood Money truly stand out. What keeps the speedrunning community coming back to this classic, especially while newer Hitman 2 and 3 are available? There are so many things this game does differently, and today we'll be diving into what makes it unique even after all these years.
We've got a hostile! We've got a hostile!
The first thing that really stands out is Blood Money's incredible freedom of approach. In the newer games, there are clear paths to follow, but here, the game gives you the freedom to think like a true assassin. Want to snipe from a distance, or you prefer to get up close and personal with a disguise? There are many choices to choose from. It's this level of creative freedom that makes each playthrough feel fresh and exciting. Another thing that keeps Blood Money memorable is the creative kill opportunities. You can drop chandeliers, poison drinks, or stage elaborate accidents. It's not just about pulling the trigger, it's about making it look like an accident. These setups give the game a strategic layer that rewards players who think outside the box. And trust me, there's no shortage of creativity when it comes to how you take out your targets. But with all that freedom come consequences, and this is where the Notoriety system shines. Unlike the newer games where you're not really punished for being sloppy, Blood Money keeps track of your actions. If you leave witnesses or cause chaos, your notoriety will increase and future missions will become way harder. People will recognize you, making it tougher to blend in. It's a system that adds depth to the experience and makes every choice count.
Don't shoot! I'm innocent!
When it comes to level design, Blood Money sets the bar high. Each mission is its own sandbox, filled with hidden paths, detailed environments, and multiple ways to approach your targets. Take the Mardi Gras level, for example. The sheer scale of the crowd and the number of opportunities to hide, blend, and strike is amazing. Every level feels like its own puzzle, and finding the perfect solution is always satisfying.
Dead!
Let's not forget the game's economy system. Unlike the newer games where upgrades are more straightforward, in Blood Money, every successful mission earns you cash, which you can use to upgrade weapons and gear. The economic system forces you to think about how to spend your money wisely, preparing for harder missions as you progress, and it adds another strategic layer to the gameplay that isn't as prevalent in newer titles. The disguise mechanic is also a huge part of what makes Blood Money special. Sure, disguises are a staple of the series, but in this game they feel particularly well integrated. It's not just about putting on a costume and walking through the front door. If you act suspiciously or get too close to the wrong person, they'll see right through your disguise. It's a system that requires observation and timing, making every mission feel more immersive.
Sorry, gentlemen. My niece's birthday.
The storyline in Blood Money deserves a mention too. Agent 47 is being hunted, and as you progress through the game, you start to uncover more about his past and the organization that's coming after him. The narrative is gripping, with twists and turns that keep you on edge. It's not just about the assassinations, it's about what's happening behind the scenes that makes the story so engaging. Before we dive any deeper into what makes Hitman Blood Money a classic, if you're enjoying this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel grow and ensures you won't miss out on future content. And how could I talk about Blood Money without mentioning Jesper Kyd's atmospheric soundtrack? The music sets the mood for every mission. Whether you're sneaking through a mansion or blending in with a crowd, the soundtrack elevates the tension and makes the game feel like a true cinematic experience. It's one of those soundtracks that stays with you long after you've put the controller down. Another reason why Blood Money stands the test of time is its replayability. Every mission has multiple ways to achieve your goal, and it's unlikely that you'll experience everything in one playthrough, whether you're going for the elusive silent assassin rating or just experimenting with different kill setups. There's always a reason to come back and try something new. It's a game that rewards experimentation. Now, let's talk about how Blood Money was a graphical leap for its time. When it was released, the environments were more detailed and the character models felt more lifelike compared to the previous games. Sure, it's not cutting edge by today's standards, but back then it was impressive. The game's attention to detail in its visuals helped immerse players in the world of assassination. For those looking for the ultimate challenge, achieving the silent assassin rating is the goal. You have to complete your mission without being detected, avoid unnecessary kills, and leave no trace. It's a challenge that only the most patient and skilled players will conquer, but when you do, it's incredibly rewarding. It's this focus on stealth and precision that sets Blood Money apart from other action games. The AI behavior in Blood Money is another feature that makes the game so engaging. NPCs will react to your actions, stand too close, act suspiciously, or wave a weapon around, and they'll notice. Their reactions feel natural, and it makes you feel like you're in a living, breathing world where every action has consequences. It adds another layer of challenge and realism to the game. Sometimes your plans will change mid-mission thanks to the game's dynamic mission objectives. What starts as a simple hit can quickly turn into a more complex scenario requiring you to adapt on the fly. This unpredictability keeps the game exciting, forcing you to stay on your toes and think quickly.
It's everything I've ever wished for. My own access card to the...
One of my favorite touches in Blood Money is the post-mission newspaper feature. After each mission, you'll see your actions reflected in the headlines, depending on how clean or messy your hit was. It's a fun way to see the consequences of your actions and adds a level of immersion that makes you feel like your choices really matter. In Blood Money, your arsenal is upgradable. Whether it's adding a silencer to your pistol or upgrading your sniper rifle, you can tailor your loadout to fit your playstyle. These upgrades aren't just cosmetic, they have a real impact on how you approach each mission. And the best part is seeing how your customizations pay off during the gameplay. For players who prefer to play cautiously, Blood Money offers multiple save points on lower difficulty settings. This lets you experiment with different strategies without the fear of having to start all over again. It's a feature that adds to the game's accessibility, making it enjoyable for both hardcore and casual players alike. Disposing of bodies is crucial in Blood Money, and the game's realistic body disposal mechanics add to the tension. Whether you're hiding a body in a dumpster or stashing it in a closet, every action you take has consequences. One slip up could expose you, and that constant sense of risk is what makes the game so thrilling. And that's what makes Hitman Blood Money stand the test of time. If you've played the game, let me know in the comments what your favorite mission or feature is. And if you're new to the series, I highly recommend giving it a shot. It's a true gem for any stealth game fan. As always, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll never miss a new upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.